Yo, what is up? I'm Zach. Welcome back to my channel of RWBY Mythology. Today I'm bringing you guys another video that involves, well, my RWBY OCs. Today I'm going to introduce you guys the main villain for the story of Team Shadow. We have, and he goes by the name Levi Ruka, aka the Mad Hatter. And the reason why he goes by that is because of his origin, which we actually are going to go over right now. So, we're going to start off his origin. Levi was a simple child raised in the most powerful, well, used to be the most powerful mafia boss and remnant until, well, it was, how do I put this? Didn't go so well because the company went badly, because long ago there was a mafia boss mafia war of each, well, mafias. The spiders, the bears, or I forget the names of, I forget his name on where Yang meets that, what's his freaking name? That Yang meets in the yellow trailer and see him in Volume 2. Well, I forget his freaking name or whatever. Like, I'm gonna call it the bear because they're basically inspired from the bears, honestly. And his mafia people are basically called the Blue Suns, are basically the most dangerous than both of them combined, and things didn't go well. And the reason why, because each side of the mafias decided to ally each other. So basically, the bears and the spiders decided to work together as an ally to basically wiping out the Blue Suns. But before we actually do get to know the origin of, before the fall of the Blue Suns, we need to go over his parents. His father is actually the leader of the Blue Sun Mafia, and he's actually the more cruel and abusive father, but also an abusive husband. When the son was born, he, well, decided to abuse his wife for not having him, because he doesn't want to have a child. He doesn't want an heir or anything like that. So basically, he was kind of disappointed that his wife didn't abortion the child. So yeah, basically the child was disappointing to his father. And Levi wants to do good for his father. He wants to gain his father's blessing. He wants to be loved and accepted to his father, and that he is well fitting to take the heir of the Blue Sun. And his mother is the only person, kept him going, and the other person who actually treated him carefully and lovingly and respectfully. And there's a time and place where he does get his ass beat by his father when his mother's not around. And when he sees his mother gets injured or hurt or being abused by his own father, he goes and attacks his father to protecting his mother, like any son would. So, not only that, the abusing got worse and worse and worse, which leads to Levi madness. Completely insane. But still keep his calm and composure. Until a few years later has passed, at the age of 18, Levi finally unable to unlock his semblance. His semblance is visions. Basically see anything from the past, present, and future. Basically, he will see what everything will happen of everyone that he comes in contact with. Or he actually could tell by getting through people's minds to look at people's past and see what is their future ahead of them. So he decided to see his future, which that's the first thing that happened when his semblance awakened. When his semblance was awoken, it gave him a vision of his future. That him and his mother will end up dead by the hands of his father. So, basically the plan is simple. he's going to change that event from ever happening. By doing so, he's going to gather anyone that actually doesn't like his father and rather have Levi be the new leader. So basically gather any people who wish to ally and serve with Levi. So basically tell them, find a place to hide and stay and remain there until I arrive. So basically all of his closest allies and those who wants to serve him decided to go into hiding and stay hidden. And the thing he needs to do is basically started the Mafia War. So yeah, Levi is will be the responsible of, the fall of the Blue Sun, but the Blue Sun will rise in the shadow once again. So to do so, he needs to make a false claim of, what the Blue Sun did, by stealing something that is most valuable and money of each two mafia's clan, the Spider and the Bear. So, yeah, so that's what he did. Whatever the object and artifact, whatever is valuable to them, yeah, he able to take them without being noticed. And ever since then, it's been stolen. And they want to know who took it. So, basically, they finds out that it was neither each other, but they learned it was the Blue Sun. So they decided to team up with the Alliance to take out the Blue Suns for stealing something that is valuable to them and something that they should not ever take, and also stealing their money, which is a problem. So basically, the war between the two sides against one side, it became nothing but a bloodbath. So Levi's father wanted where the rest of his men until he got shot in the back of the shoulder. Turns around and see that it's his son wielding his pistol. The pistol that you see in the image belonged to his father. And not only that, he's wearing his father's outfit that he wore when he was younger, at the age of 18, but still fits him. And with the hat that Levi actually bought with his father's money, with a similar color scheme as usual. And Levi's father was furious and wondering, that he's going to kill him, and this is your fault, you caused this. And Levi was like, yeah, I know, I foresaw it. And I have foreseen that you were planning to kill me and my mother. So for that, I decided to make sure that never happened by killing you first, and make believe that you stole each of the Mafia's prize charity. So for that, it worked. Play them like a fiddle. So, goodbye, old timer, and I'll see you in hell. Pulls the trigger and pull the bullet in his father's head. Then all he can do is laughing psychotically. The only thing I can say, if you guys see Death Note, you know how Light Yagami, how he was laughing where he was caught, that he was the mastermind of all things. Yeah, that's basically what it is. And then he hears a scream from behind him, and that is his mother. Shocked that his mother had to see this. And shocked how her son becomes. Causing the war, killing his own father, and Levi is trying to reason with his mother to tell her to come with him, make it start over, we're free. But the mother doesn't want to do that, blames his son for everything, pulls out her own gun, trying to shoot Levi, but Levi, without hesitation, out of reflex, and pretty much in self-defense, he shot his mother point blank to the heart, accidentally killed her, which shocks him to the core. Rush over to his mother, holding her, begging her, don't die, I need you, please, mother, please. And the last thing he only felt was his mother's touch, her hand reaching to his cheek. And then she died in his arm. Felt the guilt that he didn't want this. He wanted to be free. He wanted to be accepted. All he wants is to be loved. But the only person who gave him all that was his mother. And then, all because his vision. His vision led to a darker path. And it caused with a new path, a new future. The vision shows him that he was supposed to die along with his mother. But he changed that. He changed his fate. But at what cost? Sure, he has no regret at killing his father, but killing his mother is one thing. That was not part of it. He doesn't want to kill her. But it happened in self-defense. So Levi takes his mother's body, gets out of the place before it falls and collapses. Suddenly, both the spider and the bear actually got their, what they lost, and tore down the building of the Blue Sun, burning and goes in flame. Both sides of the mafia gang went their separate ways. So, after all that, Levi decided to bury his mother, gives her a proper burial, and decided to take the 2 blue roses that was part of his mother's dress and place it to one of his chests and one on his hat, which you can see in the image here. So he decided to find his people that serve and want to work under him, which finally they are alive and well and actually listen and obey his orders. Inform him that the former boss is dead and his mother is now dead as well. The Blue Suns live, but they have to remain in the shadows. So basically what they do is basically find a job to make money, but since they do have all the money that Levi stole from each members of the mafia gang members, or whatever, and decided to rebuild everything from scratch in the shadows, but also work with some people who needed help, like some that need men. Okay, I'll actually serve my men, but don't get them killed. Oh, you need someone that still does? Alright, we can do that. And also, there was a time where Levi actually helped and worked with Roman Tortrick before. Once or twice, not a lot, just once or twice, give or take. And ever since then, he decided to look in people's visions of knowing them their past and their histories, but also tell them about their fate and their future. Everyone calls him the Mad Hatter. The reason why is because there is one vision that shocks him to the core, made him feel fear. He went deeper to this vision. See the fate of Remnant, the fall of Beacon, the fall of Haven, the fall of Atlas and Mantle, and the last remnant remained is Vacuo. See everything falls apart. See nothing but death and chaotic and destruction. And then he sees the one who will be the responsible of the fate of Remnant. A pale white woman with white hair and all black dress. Her eyes are black. Her pupils are red. Basically referring, and he hears the name Salem. That's the name he heard. Salem. And so basically trying to inform everyone and trying to get everyone that there's a threat that are dangerous and the fate of Remnant is going to happen. But no one believes him because he's a criminal and a mafia that no one would not trust him or believe him of his words. And they think he's crazy, psycho, sociopath, and insane. So everyone calls him a Mad Hatter because of what he saw. So him and his men decided to find anything. If they can find anything about Salem, but there's really none. But there is a rumor and speculation that they found, that he even learned, that Salem cannot be killed. Because one of his men literally saw one big buff guy facing off Salem by himself, killed her, but came back alive. So basically, one of his men was Saul, never been caught. That means Levi learns that Salem cannot be killed and she's immortal. So basically, Levi knows everything about Salem. She controls the Grimm, she cannot be killed, and knows of the fate of remnants because of Salem's action. So yeah, that's basically what it is. That's why people call him the Mad Hatter, because of the vision. He is charming. He's charming. Sociopath, psychopath, and calm and collected, and more reasonable and understanding. So weird combination to be more calm, charming, clear mind, but where you're literally a psychopath and a sociopath, but more calming manner, so to speak. So yeah. And the one thing that he will never see is his fate. Because he changed his fate. Because of that, his vision will now allow to show him his fate or his future. Basically, not showing him anything. Kind of like Night-Eye from My Hero Academia. Like, he wants to know what's going to happen, but never shows him. It's kind of like that. Which Levi doesn't know what's going to happen to him, since he's changed his fate. So yeah, that's basically it of his story. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Tell me what you guys think of Levi Ruka, aka the Mad Hatter. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Tell me what you guys think. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Links to my other channel, my social media will be down below in the description box. You guys know the drill. Links to my Cash App and my PayPal will be down below in the description box if you guys want to support the channel. Again, link of that will be in the description box and in my bio. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. RWBY is love, RWBY is life. Keep moving forward, and I'll see you guys later.